Hello, everybody, man. I hope everybody's having an amazing, incredible day. Today, I'm going to be talking about why you, yes, you, bro, should watch Blue Lock, man. We're going to go ahead and get straight into it, man. We're not going to waste any time, bro. First off, let's talk about your approach to Blue Lock, man. I feel like that's the most important thing that a lot of people get wrong, bro. Blue Lock, yes. Is it about football? Yes. Is it a show where football is the thing that the characters are doing 90% of the time? Yes, but it is actually, in my opinion, closer to a battle shonen than an actual sports manga, because the sports are focused on, yes, like I said, they're playing football 90% of the time that they're on screen, or talking about football 90% of the time that they're on screen. But at the end of the day, it's closer to a battle shonen, I guess, philosophical manga, man. So I think your approach also will determine your enjoyment, because if you're coming in expecting it to be breaking down football plays and why this move was such a high IQ move and why this play was so crazy, you're not gonna get that. Well, you will get people explaining why the play was so crazy, but it's like it's not from the stance of like explaining everything down to a T. It's more so like people going up against each other's ideologies, clashing and going up against each other's is what the show is more about. So I feel like your approach, like I said, is very important, because if you don't have the right approach, you'll end up probably not liking the show, especially if you're clicked on it for it to be like this in-depth football manga. But that's how I feel like you should approach Blue Lock. Number two, characters, man. The characters in Blue Lock are insane, bro. There's a lot of great characters. It's very easy to pick out a character that you like, the mentality of that character, the drive of that character, what pushes that character. It's easier to see a character that you like and be like, yes, this is my favorite character. And on top of that, Blue Lock does a very good job of focusing on side characters and people who aren't named Yoichi Isugi. So they do a very good job of making those characters likable and also giving those characters like personality as well. So it's very easy to like a character outside of the main character. We do not have a Jinwoo incident here, man, where the only likable character is Jinwoo and you can't name anybody else in that show besides Jinwoo, bruh. Oh, the third thing is aura and hype moments, bro. Blue Lock has a lot of those aura and hype moments. The author, I think his name's Kanashiro, he does a very good job at building moments and building hype moments, throwing in a lot of plot twists, I guess you would say, when the main character might lose. I mean, of course, just like every anime, there's certain points in time where it's like, well, if the main character loses here, he dies, right? Or he's out in terms of Blue Lock. But that's again why I'm saying that Blue Lock, then the approach is so important, because getting knocked out of Blue Lock is pretty much considered death in the series, bro. It's like if you get knocked out of Blue Lock, you died, bro. You're out of there, bro. But now that we've got the I guess the basic things out the way, man, let's talk about what actually makes Blue Lock so interesting, man. Besides the fact that everybody is an egoist in terms of the sport, where everybody's striving to be number one, there's not really role players initially at the start, I'll say, because I'm only going to be covering the parts that are covered in the anime. So season one, so from first selection all the way up to the U20 game, is the only parts that I'll be talking about, because that's really all I know. I have not read the Nell leak yet. I have been keeping up with the most recent leaks, but I haven't read the Nell. But that's besides the point. But yeah, besides characters who, besides everybody striving to be number one, it like initially makes at the start, makes the sport kind of it's not being played how it's intended to be played, because everybody is trying to not only stay alive in Blue Lock, but everybody's also playing the same position, striving to be the best at that position. So it's a very interesting concept at the start of the series to see, but again, that's not what we're here to talk about. But the mentalities of the characters, I think, are the thing that are most interesting about Blue Lock, bro. You have people who play to target the best player on the field and use that player to adapt to them, to adapt and make themselves better. You have people who play by subjugating the people around them to make those people conform to their play style and follow how they play. You have people who want to be free and play exactly how, with the freedom that they have and that they desire. You have people who are just goddamn good at the sport, bruh. Who've only been playing for 6 months and somehow managed to be one of the best players on the field, man. So there's so many different types of mentalities and play style. You also have people who play by driving out the best in their opponent and at their opponent's best, destroying them there. So it's so many different styles of play. It's so interesting to see how these different players use their mentalities in their play style, like how serious they take the sport. And I think the biggest thing that makes Blue Lock interesting is that life can be applied to everything that is like being talked about in the terms of the sport, right? So it's like a lot of times people be calling Blue Lock corny because they'll be like, losing is the same as dying. But when you really start to like get past like they're just playing soccer and you start to actually think about it, it's like a lot of these people are playing with their dreams on the line. So it's like things that they've been dreaming about as kids for long periods of time, things that they want to do with their life. For them to play soccer is their life, bro. So getting knocked out of Blue Lock literally means for most of them that what they've been aspiring to do for some of them 16, 17, except for Nagi and Rayo, of course, who are 6 months into the sport, bruh. But a lot of them, it's like their dream is to be the best in the world, and to fulfill that, it's like they're taking the right steps now. But losing for them in Blue Lock is the same as dying, because think about like a dream in real life, bro. Like if you got a dream for your family to make it out, man, it's like if you fail at whatever you're doing to make it out, it's like giving up on a dream does feel in a way similar to, I guess, to death. I guess I'd assume, you know, obviously I'm not dead, so I can't say, but it's like to give up on something I know is it's a feeling that probably stings just as much, bro. So for a lot of these characters, to me, it's very interesting to see that about how serious they take their dreams. And it truly makes you start to think like, what does it take in real life to be the best, bro? So it's like, I know a lot of people have different interpretations of Blue Lock, but to me, it's like, whenever I watch Blue Lock, it inspires me because I'm like, bro, what does it take to be the best? And what do I have to put on the line to get what I'm trying to achieve? Is it time? Is it outside of time? But I think, again, is it things outside of time? So like, is it like my mentality? What does it take? But I think Isagi is like, that's why I like Isagi so much, bro. When I look at Isagi, bro, and like how he talks, it's so inspiring because of the fact of what he's willing to do to achieve his goal, bro. It's like he constantly talks about breaking down his foundation and rebuilding that foundation, and he's not afraid of change. So one thing that I've been thinking about lately is like, maybe that's what it takes. Whenever there's new information presented to you that can help me achieve my goal, I have to change with the information that I get. It's not just like I hear this thing and then it goes in one ear out the other. I have to hold to that, not only change, but one thing Isagi is very good at is adapting and making something that he's adapted to his own, right? So in the second selection, he's going against Baro and Naruhaya with his team, and on his team he has Nagi, right? So throughout the whole game, Nagi and Baro are not going back and forth. They're going back and forth throughout this whole game. So the determining factor was whoever could evolve faster out of Isagi and Naruhaya, right? So Isagi picks up on Naruhaya's weapon, figures out what it is, and not only does he take that weapon, he takes Naruhaya's weapon, right, and makes that thing his own, bruh. So it's like he adapted and then made the version that best suits him. So it's like, again, like I said, everything can be applied to life, bro. So it's like when you see what other people are doing, sometimes if you can find a way to take that thing that somebody else is doing and make it your own, it'll help push you to get you to where you want to be. You know what I'm saying? So I feel like, again, Isagi is one of the best representations of like, or one of the biggest like inspirational people in my opinion in Blue Lock, because of the fact of how he operates, constantly talking about how to be the best I have to change, you know. And I think another thing that he does too that is very also like another crazy thing that, again, I feel like can be applied to real life is to become the best, bro, you have to go against people better than you, bro. It's like at the first, I think it's the first episode, I'm pretty sure, when he knocks out Kira, there was a point in time where Igaguri was on the ground, bro, on the ground crawling, bro, rolled his ankle, and Isagi could have easily taken the opportunity to take out the one person in that room who was below him, but instead he realized, it's like, bro, if I want to be the best, I have to go against somebody better than me. I have to not only go against that person better than me, but find a way to beat them so I can adapt and survive in Blue Lock. Oh, holy voice, crack dog. But in order to survive in Blue Lock, I have to be constantly beating people better than me. And again, that's the first moment where we see like Isagi. I think he's saying, I can't remember the words he said exactly, but I think he was like, I have to leave behind the old me and destroy the, and he did, I can't remember, but I know one of the things that he said for sure was like, I need to leave behind my old self and make myself a new person in Blue Lock. And again, we see that with people when he goes against Nico, bruh. When he goes against Nico, he changes Nico around him as well. But it's so interesting to me to see how everybody fights for their dreams and how it can be applied to real life. And to me, that's like the best part of Blue Lock. And I think that's why you guys should watch it, man. I think you guys should watch it, see for yourself. And like I said, truly don't just look at it like it's a cornball joke because people are talking about dying in soccer and joke. I think you should truly like watch the show and see like and actually start to think about it and think about some of the concepts that are being presented. Like luck, bro. That has like completely changed my perspective on luck. Yes, luck is chance, but at the same time, bro, you can harness that chance, bro, and increase your chances of whatever you envision happening, bruh. You know what I'm saying? So it's like there's so many different concepts in Blue Lock that can like affect how you think in real life. So to me, that's like the cool thing about Blue Lock in comparison to a lot of other shows and manga. And I think that's why you guys should give it a try, man.